Welcome back to Broken Shift, where we call out the system that's breaking the people who hold it up. I'm not here to sugarcoat, I'm here to tell the truth about what's happening to nurses and why it's time to stop accepting crumbs while being called a hero. Today, we're talking about something that should set off alarm bells for every nurse, student, and healthcare worker in America. The federal government no longer classifies nursing as a professional degree. Yes, you heard that right. Let's break it down. The U.S. Department of Education recently updated its definition of what counts as a professional degree. Fields like medicine, pharmacy, dentistry, law, and veterinary science still included. Nursing? Nope, not anymore. That means advanced nursing programs like nurse practitioners or nurse educators are excluded from higher federal student loan caps. It also means future nurses will lose access to financial aid that's still available to doctors and lawyers. The federal government is essentially saying, nursing doesn't count as a profession anymore. Let that sink in while they ask us to cover more patients, work more shifts, and pick up the slack for a system falling apart. Let's talk numbers, because this isn't just symbolic, it's dangerous. Over 260,000 students are enrolled in BSN programs right now. 42,000 students are in associate degree tracks. Nearly 195,000 students are training to become nurses in pre-licensure programs. That's more than 500,000 people whose futures just got harder, more expensive, and less supported. Now look at graduate programs. Enrollment in nursing PhD programs has dropped by 17.5% in the past decade. We're producing fewer nurse educators. And guess what? That's part of why 80,000 qualified applicants were turned away from nursing schools last year, because there weren't enough faculty or resources to teach them. So we're turning away future nurses, then telling the ones who do make it, by the way, we don't consider your degree professional. This isn't just about loans, it's about value, because words from powerful institutions matter. When the Department of Education says nursing isn't a professional degree, it sends a loud message. You're essential but not respected. We trust you with lives but not with professional recognition. And we wonder why nurses are leaving? Nurses have been warning for years. We're understaffed, overworked, and undervalued. And now we're seeing it codified in policy. We've normalized burnout. We've accepted trauma. We've stayed silent while the government strips our status. And still we show up. Still we care. Still, we're called heroes by people who won't fight for us. Here's what nurses and educators are saying about this change. This is more than a bureaucratic oversight. It devalues the largest, most trusted segment of our healthcare workforce. Relentless School Nurse blog. Excluding nursing from professional degree classification threatens our capacity to educate, recruit, and retain the nurses this country desperately needs. American Nurses Association. These aren't just opinions, they're warnings. Because once you start stripping away respect and resources, what's left? A workforce running on fumes and heart. Let me tell you what this means for real nurses. A single mom going back to school for her DNP now can't borrow enough to finish. A nursing student from a low-income background will take on more debt just to get less recognition. A rural hospital that relies on advanced practice nurses may see fewer coming in because the pipeline is drying up. And what happens when we lose more nurses? Patients suffer. Burnout spikes, and the people who stay, they break. This is why Broken Shift exists, because nursing shouldn't break you. Not your body, not your spirit, and definitely not your future. But this policy, it's a direct attack on our future. It tells every young person thinking about becoming a nurse, you're not equal to a doctor. You're not a professional. You're a second-class citizen in healthcare. I don't care how many times they call us heroes if this is how they treat us. So what do? We speak up, we share this message. We call out every system, every school, and every official who thinks they can push nurses further into the shadows. Drop a comment if you felt the shift, if you've been priced out, pushed out, or disrespected for choosing this path. Tag a nursing student, let them know they're not alone. Share this video and tag our USDOF education, our White House, and our nursing world. Because if they can rewrite the rules, we can rewrite the story. We are not disposable. We are not just nurses. We are professionals, and we've had enough. Thanks for watching Broken Shift. This isn't just a channel, it's a movement. And we're just getting started, because nursing shouldn't break you, and silence won't save us.